Hi folks, this is H261 here. I haven't done a movie review in a while because, hell, Matt Dog's dog blog movie reviews have ended and YouTube took down his site. So I'm going to share with you one of these movies that everyone had a little bit of problem with when Starship Troopers Marauder came out. And I finally broke down and saw Starship Troopers 2. This movie was a lot better than what I expected and what I heard from the comments online before the site was taken down. Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, is more like a Dark Horse comic add-on like to the Alien series, where you have the Space Marines doing stuff, but they're not like Hicks or Ripley or even Newt. They're all new characters going through the mazes and fighting the monsters that we all know and love. In this movie, directed by Phil Tippett, you have the Space Marines fighting the bugs. The bugs are the same, but the Space Marines aren't. And it's one enclosed area. It's not multiple locations like Starship Troopers 1 and Starship Troopers 3. These are basically just in a fort, kind of like that. And it's basically a group of survivors of a doomed expedition or platoon going to hide, and they find this guy, Richard Burgi from Desperate Housewives, stuck in a boiler, and it turns out he murdered his general. He has a problem with officers, but he's a soldier that protects other soldiers. In his mentality, officers get soldiers killed, and basically he's the hero of the group, the anti-hero. And he does a real good job. And then you got, the whole question, am I doing right? Is a psychic, am I really psychic? Am I not psychic? Do pregnancy this and that? But in the end, it's a new bug that's introduced. And I think the new bug angle was kind of like, that's too Star Trek Next Generation, because you put the bug in the body and it takes over. And I don't think fans of Starship Troopers bought that, because I've never read Heinlein's books, but I'm going on a limb saying Heinlein never went into the whole control bugs for humans. And so as a Heinlein fan, you probably didn't think that was very good. And we're not following any of the characters that we know and love. Casper Van Dien as Rico, it's kind of hard not to go, whoa. We've watched this movie when it was a bomb. When it hit video, it's like, hey, Starship Troopers ain't that bad of a movie, so let's pass it on to our friends. And then a few years later, Starship Troopers came out, which I get the feeling was a pilot for a TV show, actually, for Showtime Pictures, Showtime Network. And due to the fact that either lack of interest or cost overhead was just way too much, it was just totally tore up or panned by people, because it wasn't quite what they expected. I, as a sci-fi fan, recommend this movie. It's really a fun film. But don't take my word for it on it. Go and check it out yourself. A movie which I did think that sucked was this. Now this thing is horrible and boring. I'm just going to stop there.